is the best event that I ever see. We do barbecue in Canada, but I never see so big and so nice like this.
Maraming tao at saka maraming bisita.
Ay, malinamnam ang isda dito sa Bayambang. Kasi ang tubig dito tabang, hindi
Last April 2013, few days after the 2013 Kalutan Adalan, the local government initiated the move to make sure that private sector will be part of the 2014 Malangsi Fishtival.
It's a big event that we will be celebrating this coming year. We will be celebrating 400 founding anniversary of our beloved town Bayambang.
I'm very proud of the adopted son of Bayambang, Leandro Bautista. Inturi ko bali tayo, bali kulaya sa Bayambang, wadya namin sinaralo, nakakaro.
So let's put everything, let's join hands, make the 400 years anniversary of our town a very, very successful one.
This is in time for the grand 400 founding year celebration of this aggressively growing municipality. And so, the local government under the leadership of Mayor Ricardo Camacho has called for the private sector, immediately convening and forming the Quadricentennial Committee. The committee was headed by Dr. Henry J. Fernandez. The committee began meeting with the local government, discussing and putting up of several whole year events that will color the 400-year celebration. The committee began forming committee after committee, until committee chairs began resigning one by one. Several events that were previously planned under the Quadricentennial Committee did not materialize, leaving the challenge to the local government unit as the funds has become the primary concern for each event. Nevertheless, the mayor has stayed focused and believes he has to do the early promotions.
Nagtatarlag po ako na. Actually, taon-taon po ako bumibisita dito na.
I love Bayambang Fish Festival.
Tara na sa Malangsi Fishtival 2014. Makisaya, makilahon, at ipagdiwang ang Malangsi Fishtival 2014. Mayor Ricardo Camacho, nag-aanyaya sa
Tara na at makisaya, makibahagi sa celebration ng taon. Halina sa Malangsi Fishtival 2014. Mayor Ricardo M. Camacho po, nag-aanyaya sa inyo.
We are inviting you all and share the fun in this historical moment of victory. Halina't makisaya sa pinakamakulay na selebrasyon ng 2014 Malangsi Fishtival sa bahagyang lalawigan ng Pangasinan at ang mamamayan ng Bayambang. Sabay-sabay nating isisigaw ang Go Philippines Mabuhay. Mayor Ricardo M. Camacho po, kasama niyo.
But because of financial constraint, the mayor had met the province, local and regional TV stations, the region-wide radio stations, FM and AM band, local news weekly publishers, and broadsheets correspondents. Altogether, they signed a support pact that binds an agreement of friendship with a goal to promote only the best of Bayambang. From that day on, from morning till dawn, and almost all weeks, the town has become an icon for the 4th Estate, with more than 300 press and broadcast releases made, and a little less of 100 broadcasters and writers, promoting the product, people, and the best of Bayambang. It's undeniably the best way that made Bayambang its best limelight. While the local government does share that time, the Quadricentennial Committee equally managed to fulfill one of their goals: putting up a historical monument. Starting December, a small version of the small Kalutan of the Land started. Meetings, consultations, and a little push to market the upcoming event continued.
So, yun ang gagawin din natin. Walang tayo.
It was on January when a straight training took place for each villages. Because of the massive media drive, the province was made aware of the grand preparation. They were made aware of the little support they need. And so, this February, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan approved a substantial support that will make sure fishes will be ready for the grand date. The grand mass wedding of the year took place. 300 couples were united. There was no denying that factions are building up as the grand day is fast approaching. But the local government stayed focused, together with the employees, the village's chief, and the people of Bayambang.
Kaya I suggest to Mayor na magpatawag kami ng meeting sa Exicom para maliwanagan ang lahat kasi kumbaga ang LGU Bayambang ang nakataya ng pangalang buong mundo, si kami yung frontliner sa lahat ng problema at kung paano namin i-meet yung 8 kilometers na drills, di ba? So dapat siguro sa amin magmumula ang majority decision. Sa totoo lang, parang ang nangyayari ilang tao lang sa munisipyo o sa LGU ang ini-inform nila, parang pati si Mayor nagugulat sa mga desisyon. Kung sama-sama at tulong-tulong kami ng LGU, kahit walang private yan na support, ay kayang-kaya stand. Sa amin lahat, bilang consular ng Bayambang, ako ang nag-force, ako nag-stand kay Mayor na kumilos tayo, gawin natin, pagtanggol natin ng LGU, tayo ang may karapatan na ayusin, hindi ka tayo nagpag-away sa committee na buo ng fiesta dahil sa quadricentennial, ngunit dapat makialam tayo sapagkat pangalan ng Bayambang, LGU Bayambang, tayo mga halal ng bayan ang nakataya dito, hindi sila.
The Fishtival event became more colorful. But as the events took place, preparation for the big day became stiffer. The promotion got bigger.
Ang makulay at kakaibang Malangsi Fishtival ng Pangasinan. Tunghayan sa Sabado, 12 ng Abril. Dito lamang sa Telebisyon ng Bayan.
events dito po sa Quadricentennial Hall dito.
Local government has the right.
More events took place as events got intentionally bigger, drawing more crowd.
Para makakita na meron tayong historical event na gagawin.
This year, striking colors of talent and display of power, competing to promote the next big event, became more louder.
Relax and have fun in Bayambang.
Ang lahat ng magsasaka ng Bayambang ay nagtipon-tipon dito sa ating mahal na bayan ng Bayambang.
Go Malangsi, Go Bayambang, Pangasinan, Go Philippines.
Muli po ngayong gabi, binigyan na naman tayo ng isang gabi para sa inyong mga barangay officials na kahit na paano yung mga problemang yun, makalimutan po natin, nalimutan tayo, nalipatan tayo ng hindi nga problema na kahit na paano nairawas yung isang taon sa pagtulong, sa pag-asikaso sa ating mga kabarangayan.
Ang layunin po ng Mutya ng Liga ay hindi lang po paligsahang pagkagandahan. Kaya nga po hinikayat namin ang buong bayan ng Bayambang dahil nais po namin na pagkaisahin ang bawat sulok ng ating bayan. Ito po ay aming binuksan. Binigyan po namin ng pagkakataon ang bawat isa sa lahat ng kadalagahan ng ating buong bayan at nagkaroon po tayo ngayon ng 29 na piling-pili na pinakamaganda sa buong bayan ng Bayambang.
a butterfly, singing like a bee, I heard this rise. I went from zero to my own hero.
Salamat din kayo dahil kayo ay naging bahagi ng ating selebrasyon ng piyestahan ng bayan ng Bayambang. Dahil kami ngayon ay nagsiselebrate ng 400 years celebration ng aming mahal na bayan. And of course, gusto ko rin pasalamatan ang partner po natin, ang Sunshine Radio, DCRT sa pamumuno ni Jay Mendoza.
Meantime, hours before a new world record is set to be achieved, an official from Bangladesh flew to the Philippines and traveled from Manila to Bayambang. In the afternoon of April 4, Bangladesh Ambassador Major General John Gomez eagerly went to the streets to witness Bayambang's bid in setting a new mark for the Guinness World Records to earn a coveted title, Longest Barbecue. The ambassador is running a hectic schedule but opted to join Bayambang's Kalutan Udalan. Gomez said he also wanted to see and visit Mayor Camacho because the ambassador wants to establish a sisterhood ties between Bangladesh and Bayambang. This 500,000 crowd witnessing the most awaited event that happened on its 400th year, delivered by 300 local, national, and foreign media organizations throughout the world. Mayor Ricardo Camacho thanked the provincial government through the leadership of Governor Amado Espino, who facilitated the donation of more than 50,000 kilos of fresh water fishes.
Handang-handa na po ang bayan ng Bayambang to break the Guinness World Book of Records for the category of longest barbecue. So hoping and praying na masungkit po natin ang ating attempt na pinaghandaan ng matagal, at ito ay buong bayan ng Bayambang ang sumuporta at sa pakikipagtulungan ng ating mahal na gobernador Amado Espino Jr. na kung saan sila po ang co-sponsor ng event na ito, at ganun din ang aming kababayan Mr. Cesar Bayambang, ang Chief Executive Officer, na tumulong sa kaya nga nangyari ang aming attempt dahil sa pakikipagtulungan ng 77 barangays. So hoping at tayo ay nagkaisa dito sa bayan ng Bayambang, representing the whole nation of the Philippines, itong ating attempt na i-break ang world record. So sana ay maging matagumpay, yun lamang aking panalangin, na sana ito ay mapagtagumpayan ng buong bayan ng Bayambang, pride ng Bayambang, and also the province of Pangasinan at ang buong Pilipinas na ating nire-represent at sana ito ay magbunga ng aming kahirapan na kung saan ay ginawa ito sa almost 1 year preparation. So, yun lamang ang gusto kong ipaabot sa inyo lahat, mga minamahal kong kababayan, na sana ay nandito na tayo. Let's go for it. At ang aking panawagan sa ating mga kababayan na isigaw ang salitang Go Malangsi Fishtival, Go Bayambang Pangasinan, Go Philippines.
Ito, pag may lulusot pa sa kanila, tingnan mo doon, na yan, ganyan. Dapat medyo maano yung hawak.
Okay, so gusto ko po ipaalam sa inyo, lahat ng stations po ng first aid will be on the left side.
We're not talking of 1.7 kilometers na ginawa ng Tagupan. This is tremendous. So lahat po ng mata nakatingin po dito. So dapat po maging successful ang ating event.
Paghandyan na yung isda, huwag ho natin isipin na baka mamaya yung mga kasama natin, akin to, sabi niya, kukunin niya na yung isda. Kahit luto na, huwag niyo munang tatanggalin hanggat hindi dumadaan yung nagre-record po.
Kaya ito naman, hindi lang naman Bayambang makikinabang ito.
Bukan natin yung hangin yan.
Bayambang is now the holder of the title Longest Barbecue, with its 8-kilometer grilling on April 4 of some 50,000 kilos of tilapia and other freshwater fish that was a success and ready to be put in the Guinness Book of World Records. No less than Zeyda Subasi Gimechi of the Guinness World Records Regional Office in Turkey awarded certificate of accomplishment, which tells that Bayambang is the new holder of the world's longest barbecue. Bayambang's victory over its bid is attributable to the people whose concerted effort spelled triumph for the town, the province, and the nation. The true achievers who sacrificed their effort, time, and money for Bayambang's bid for world record were consistent in preparing the activities that made the endeavor of establishing an 8-kilometer long barbecue, indeed a new mark for the Guinness Book of World Records. First to be acknowledged are those who participated in the grilling. The participants are residents representing the respective villages that make up the entirety of Bayambang 77 barangays. Their participation manifested through cooperation and representation. They serve as grill attendants during the roasting proceedings from start to the climax until the closing of the grilling and the announcement of the documentation that resulted to the issuance of a victory certification.
Municipal Mayor Ricardo Camacho.
Mga kaibigan, ito na po ang bid ng Bayambang Pangasinan to the world record for the longest barbecue. At titignan ho natin kung makukuha ng bayan ng Bayambang ang bagong world record.
Take two!
Credit mention is also due to all officials representing 77 barangays of Bayambang, whose presence during the event justified support from community members. Equally addition are members of the Sangguniang Bayan of Bayambang, whose presence also added life to the event, being stewards of the town's affairs. Not to be forgotten are the employees of the local government unit of Bayambang, including members of their respective families, who altogether contributed the best they could do for the success of the town's bid for the world record since the preparation stage, the dry run attempts, until the final showdown. Of course, credit is also due to the person who conceptualized the idea of establishing a new mark to catapult Bayambang into the Guinness Book of World Records. No other than Mayor Ricardo M. Camacho, who braved his way to clear the obstacles engineered by his detractors that apparently tried but failed to put a good man down. The municipal government of Bayambang is also thankful to the Pangasinan government under the leadership of Governor Amado Tutaan Espino Jr., who facilitated donating 50,000 kilos of fresh water tilapia, which town needed to support the climax of the Kalutan Dalan. The presence of some 300 newsmen representing various media organizations in Pangasinan and across the nation, as well as international press groups, also need to be recognized.
And this year, the town of Bayambang in Pangasinan seeks to establish a new Guinness World Record longest barbecue when it holds its 5th Malangsi Fishtival as a final activity of its 400th anniversary tomorrow, April 4. The town plans to have a more than 7-kilometer long grill to break the current 6-kilometer record set by Turkey.
60,000 kilo ng tilapia ang nakatakdang ihawin ngayon sa Bayambang, Pangasinan. Gustong makuha ng mga Pangasinense ang world record para sa pinakamahabang ihawan.
Isang panibagong world record ang nasungkit ng Pilipinas. Ito ay ang longest barbecue grill in the world. Matapos umabot sa mahigit 8 kilometro ang haba ng sabay-sabay na pag-iihaw ng isda sa bayan ng Bayambang sa Pangasinan.
6,000 kilo ng isdang tabang sabay-sabay inihaw sa Kalutan at Dalan ng Bayambang, Pangasinan.
Bayambang dahil nagsimula na ang Kalutan at Dalan na bahagi ng Malangsi Fishtival. Pero bago nito, todo ang preparasyon ng mga kalahok, lalo't gusto nila masungkit ang world record na longest barbecue grill in the world.
60,000 piraso ng tilapia ang inihaw sa Bayambang, Pangasinan para masungkit ang record ng pinakamahabang ihawan sa buong mundo.
May bago pong world record na hawak ang Pilipinas. Nasungkit ng Bayambang, Pangasinan ang Guinness World Record para sa longest grill o pinakamahabang ihawan sa buong mundo na pinag-ihawan ng 50,000 kilo ng isda.
3, 2, 1!
Sa hudyat, sabay-sabay sinindihan ang napakahabang ihawan. 50,000 kilo ng tilapia at iba pang isdang tabang ang inihaw.
In other news, this year's celebration of Malangsi Fishtival in the town of Bayambang is proved to be a success.
as well as international press groups, also need to be recognized. The effort they extended in covering the event from its start up to finish is invaluable manifestation of support that contributed to the success of the Kalutan Italy. A word of gratitude also goes to the nearly 500,000 spectators whose presence supported immensely documentation necessary to justify the authenticity of the event. This is the Malangsi Fishtival 2014.